Have you ever imagined printing out your portfolio and you carry your portfolio that you've printed and you go to their office? When you get there, you ask for, oh, can I see the administrative? You talk to the administrative there. Oh, you're a fashion illustrator. You're doing this. You're doing that. Have you ever thought about that? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a fashion illustrator or someone who is looking to turn this into a career, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to be breaking down step by step how you can land clients without stressing. So grab your sketchbook and let's get into it. This is the part 3 in the business of fashion illustration. So in case you've missed out on the previous episode, I'm going to link it somewhere around here so you can watch that first and then come back here, because my first point is going to be building a strong portfolio. In the previous episode, I talked about how to build a strong portfolio, all the things you need. So it is best for you to go back and watch that video first. So first things first, your portfolio is everything. This is what potential clients will look at before they even consider hiring you. And what makes a good portfolio? You have to make sure you're showing your best work. Like, you don't want to put incomplete sketches or you be like in progress. No. You want to make sure you're putting in complete, high quality illustrations. And you also need to make sure that you're showing your style. Like, if you're more of a pencil manual illustration, show that. Do not try to now put maybe digital illustration that you're not really good at. You're not putting that in the portfolio. They're going to feel like what's happening here. Another thing you need to make sure is that you're including the works that actually match the client you want to attract. For instance, there was a client I wanted to work with and they asked me to send my portfolio. And what I did was to go on their page and look at what type of designs or what type of dresses they make. I noticed that they do a lot of print work, illustration, like a lot of patterns and all that. And generally, majority of the things on my page at that time did not have those patterns. What did I do? I sat down, created illustrations that has print in them, because I knew that that was what is going to set me apart from other people, and they'll probably be like, oh, she does print as well, so we can trust her with our jobs. So that was what I did, and I definitely got the job. If you want to work with streetwear brands, you're going to make sure that you're creating illustrations that are cool, like you're doing very cool fashion, very edgy fashion. Those are the things that you should be looking at. If you're looking to work with fashion brands that deal with custom made dresses, that should be corsets, you're making sure that you're drawing those things. Like, those are the type of illustrations you're including in your portfolio, and you will definitely have a chance at getting the job. My next point is social media is your best friend. You need to be active on a social media platform. You can decide to do Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and any other one that is out there that you can find yourself, like Twitter, X, whatever. You need to be on at least 2 to 3 of these platforms for you to put your work out there. So what worked for me when I first started was that I was posting consistently. I would post time-lapse video of how I created the illustration, so people can really see that, oh, she's doing it from scratch. They can see the behind the scenes and they will feel more connected to my content than if I was just posting just the pictures. So that was what I was doing to see growth on Instagram back then. I also started following brands that I like their work. So if you have a fashion designer that you really like their work, or a fashion brand that you would be interested in working with, you need to be on their radar. You need to be following them. You need to be commenting on their posts. You need to be liking their posts, like be engaging with them. That way they can constantly, like, if you are constantly engaging with them, at some point they're going to notice you. And if they're not noticing you, you can even send them a DM, and I'm going to get into that in my other points that I'm going to talk about. But for now, I just need you to start posting that content. Like, it does not have to be perfect. Your illustrations don't have to be perfect. People do not necessarily need perfection from you, especially when you're just starting out. Just start posting. And lastly, don't post and ghost. Just because I said you should post does not mean that is all you should be looking at. You need to comment on other people's illustrations, other people's designs. So that's another thing. You need to follow illustrators, follow your fellow colleagues that you guys are just starting out together. Like, you can even reach out to them and you guys can like grow together. I know that some of you might feel so scared to message bigger illustrators because you'll be like, they might not respond. And it is true, it happens. Like, there are some times that I've reached out to illustrators and they never actually got back to me, but some of them did. That is what you should be looking at. Some of them did. So you can reach out to them and then you can talk. You know, the truth about life is that life is all about give and take. When you reach out to bigger illustrators to like ask them questions and everything, they probably feel like you're the only one gaining from them and they're not gaining from you. So that is why you need to find people of your own level to start with. My next point is work with small brands. I know that we all wish to start working with the big brands and start getting paid the big bucks, but I would even tell you for a fact that the big brands are not even the one that pays the most. You need to start with smaller brands. I feel like they value you more even. So you need to start working with smaller brands, reach out to smaller brands. You also have to make sure your price matches the budget of the smaller brand. I am not saying you should undercharge, but you still want to make sure that you're able to fit into their budgets, especially the smaller brands. And eventually, when you get to work with them, you need to over deliver, because when you over deliver, word of mouth is a very big thing, very important thing in this industry that you work in. They are going to definitely recommend you to other people. When they hear that, oh, maybe their friend that is also a designer needs an illustrator, they are going to definitely recommend you if you do a very good job. And most of them would not even mind you posting their addresses on your page when you're done with the illustration or when the dress has been produced, because majority of the big brands that you work with, they will have this non-disclosure thing. You cannot say that you're the one that did the illustration for them. You cannot say you thought about the designs for them. So, but when you work with smaller brands, majority of them would not mind, because they know that, oh, it's like a win-win situation between you guys. It's going to be like a collaboration. When you post it on their page, people are going to be interested in their own dresses, and other people that want to hire you that might be having like second thoughts if you're good or not will see that, oh, this designer used this person, let me also use this person. And that brings me to my next point, which is reaching out to clients. Let's be real here. Not all your clients are going to come to you. You also have to reach out to clients. Do your research. Find fashion brands that matches your style and send them a friendly email with a link to your portfolio. You can say something like this: hi, I love your brand's aesthetic and I think my illustration style will be a great fit. Please do check my portfolio. It is linked below. I would love to collaborate and let me know what you think. That is short, simple, and straight to the point. If they're a small brand, or let's just say a medium to small brand, they'll probably send you a response and let you know maybe they need an illustrator or not. And if they are like a very big brand and they don't need you, they might not respond, but do not take no for an answer. You can even send a follow-up email. If your portfolio bangs, if your portfolio is good, I kid you not, when they finally need an illustrator, they are going to reach out to you. There are some times that I've sent my portfolio to brands and they did not get back to me like immediately. Months later, they reached out to me and said, oh, we looked through your portfolio. And at that point, I'd even forgotten that I sent my portfolio to them. And they were like, well, don't worry, whenever we need you, we're going to let you know. And they eventually reached out to me. Here is another important thing that I feel like majority of us don't think of when we are thinking of looking for clients. Have you ever imagined printing out your portfolio and then like going online looking for the addresses of the stores or these fashion brands that you want to work with? Imagine looking for their address online and you carry your book, your portfolio that you've printed, and you go to their office. When you get there, you ask for, oh, can I see the administrative? You talk to the administrative there. Oh, you're a fashion illustrator. You're doing this. You're doing that. Have you ever thought about that? Because this opened my eye to a lot of things. I recently joined a mentorship.
That was last year. That was not recent.
I joined a mentorship group last year, and I don't know. You guys can check out Yeager Illustration. She is a London-based illustrator, and I was lucky enough to be picked as a mentee that last year. I think it was last year, January. And then she explained to us that I feel like majority of us, because we're so used to online, we're trying to get clients online. Have you ever thought about going to their office directly? I mean, and that is very bold. And I know you need a lot of bravery to do that. But that is very possible. Like, imagine you walking into the building, like the office, and then you explain, oh, you're a fashion illustrator. And you know for a fact, you need to make your research and know for a fact that maybe they don't have fashion illustrators. And you would know by checking their page, because a lot of designers, what they do now is that they like to post illustrations of their designs even before the design comes up or when they are posting the design. So you would know if these people have an illustrator or not. Then you go there and then you pitch yourself and you know that you know the value you are bringing to their brand. If your work is good, you're going to get a job. You're going to get a high paying job if you now strategize well, because I know that, oh, because you're the one going to them, they might want to like charge you down. If you're very strategic about it, you can definitely get a high paying job like that. Lastly, we have finding clients on platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, freelancer.com. These ones, they're not the most easiest to find clients, But if you know what you're doing and you know your way around the platforms itself, you can definitely find your client on there. I've tried Fiverr before, and I'm going to tell you that I'm not really a fan because I think that there's too many competitions. Like, the prices are very cheap. Like, you will see an illustration for like $5, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, $5? No.
No.
So I don't use Fiverr. I've tried Upwork, but I never got any job on Upwork. But that's because I never really posted like a lot of work or promoted it. I never really promoted it. That's the thing. You also need to have like a place where you're going to promote the illustration. Majority of the successful illustrators that I've seen on there are probably successful on other platforms like Instagram, TikTok. So they are able to drive traffic to their Fiverr or Upwork or whatnot. So I do not recommend if you do not have like an audience going on, but you can still try, because even without having an audience going on, I got a job. I'm not gonna lie, I got like four jobs on Fiverr, and that was back in 2021 or 2022. I was in school, so I was very happy because I got paid in dollars, but the payment system changed the money for me to Naira. It was still a good job back then, but I would not say for now. You can't be doing $5 now and think that you're going to sustain this as a business. No. One last thing that I want to mention is that you should also not overcharge. Like, sometimes clients will reach out to you for inquiries and everything, and then it is your price that is chasing them away. You have to make sure that your skill level is reflecting in your price. Like, if you know that you're just starting out, you're not that good yet, I don't want to like tell you guys exactly what to charge, but I would say that with this economy and everything, you should not be charging less than maybe 10,000, 15,000 naira per sketch. I would say 10,000 naira if you're just starting out. That's because you know that your sketch is not maybe up there. I would say 10,000 naira, but you should not be charging anything less than 10,000 naira. The first year I first started, I did 10 sketches for 4,000 naira. 4,000 naira, 10 sketches, and I got paid 2,000 naira upfront and 2,000 naira after for 10 illustrations. I know that was like excessively low, but I'm just letting you know that you should like really start humbly, like start very small. Do not go very high, because I feel like I've been in this business for years. That is why I can call my price and clients would be like, okay, maybe it is worth it. She knows what she's doing. Because when you're working with a beginner, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. And that is one thing that I know that I'm taking out for them, because I already understand what they're trying to explain. So with that being said, that is all the points that I have. To summarize everything that I've said now, the first thing is build your portfolio, show up online, reach out to clients if they're not reaching out to you. There is one more thing I would like to add. Sorry, it's because I don't have like a proper script. You can also promote your page on Instagram, on TikTok. You can like pay for promotions. Those promotions actually do work if you target the right people. If you're not making a mistake when you're picking the audience, you're going to get like good results from it, because I promoted my page at some point, and that was what even made people notice me more. And that's it. Let us summarize everything that we've learned in this video. Build your portfolio, show up online, reach out to clients if they're not reaching out to you, and put your work in front of the right people. So if you found this helpful, do not forget to subscribe and like and share to your friends, to your fashion enthusiast friends, for more tips and tricks on fashion illustration. And do not forget to let me know in the comments what is your biggest struggle when it comes to finding clients and landing them. See you in the next one. Bye.